Hey guys, so with the new year, I thought it'd only be fitting to talk about my top 10 most anticipated films for 2013. This should be fun. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a shirt with a collar, I'm wondering the exact same thing. Anyways, let's get going. I have a few honorable mentions before we get into the top 10, and I'm totally reading off a piece of paper just to be honest with you guys. So, some honorable mentions I have are Gangster Squad, Oblivion, The Ender's Game, Thor 2, The Hobbit 2, or Desolation of Smaug or whatever, and Anchorman 2. Lots of twos. So without further ado, let's get into my top 10 most anticipated films of 2013. Yeah. At number 10, I have Monsters University. Now, I haven't really seen any thing from the trailer or anything that makes me think this film's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. This is kind of just a wishful thinking, putting it at number 10, because for the past 2 years, I haven't exactly been too impressed with Pixar. I mean, Toy Story 3 was such an amazing film, and then we go from that to Cars 2, which was terrible, and then this year with Brave, it wasn't bad, but it just was kind of meh for me. I didn't enjoy it overly. I mean, it was just okay. So I'm really hoping this is good. I love Monsters, Inc. It's the first Pixar film I saw in theater, and I've seen every single one since in theater, so it's pretty nostalgic for that reason. And I just really want Pixar to get back on the horse. We know they can do sequels, prequels. I mean, Toy Story 2 and 3 are some of the best sequels you're ever going to see. But on the other hand, there's Cars 2. Damn it. But anyways, I have high hopes, so let's hope it's good. At number 9, I have the remake of Evil Dead. I'm a huge fan of the original Evil Dead, and I love the second one too, and hell, I even love Army of Darkness. I love all three of them. And I was very skeptical when I heard there was going to be a remake. I thought, wow, this is going to suck. They're remaking every horror film I ever made. I can't say I'm surprised. But I think everybody was really surprised at just how good the movie looked from that trailer. It looks awesome, and that's something I can't say for most horror remakes nowadays. So it still has the potential to be crappy, but I'm really hoping this turns out good, and it could possibly be one of the best horror remakes of all time. At number 8, I have The Place Beyond the Pines. This film looks really good. The main reason I'm really excited for it, because my favorite film critic on YouTube, Chris Stuckman, has absolutely been raving about it, and that was reason enough for me to be excited, because our movie opinions usually match pretty well. And also, the trailer looks absolutely incredible. I mean, Ryan Gosling, it's just, everybody in the cast looks amazing. It just looks great. It's from the director Blue Valentine, which I haven't seen, but I heard is kind of probably above my age limit, but whatever. So I have high hopes, and it looks really good. It just looks great all around. I mean, the acting, the cinematography, the direction, the writing, it looks awesome. Yeah. At number 7, I have Iron Man 3. Yes, I know, I'm a huge Marvel fanboy. I don't care. This movie actually looks really good, and it looks pretty dark from the trailer, and I know the producer dude at Marvel said it wasn't going to be that dark. It looks a little darker than the other ones, but anyways, who gives a crap? It looks really good from the trailer. I mean, it looks like Iron Man at its good level, not Iron Man 2. I mean, I love Iron Man 1. It's my favorite prelude to the Avengers, and I'm really hoping it can recapture the spirit of the first Iron Man movie, because that's one of the best superhero movies ever made, in my opinion. It looks really good, looks action-packed, looks like it has everything good about a superhero movie. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is like the most perfect casting ever for a movie as Tony Stark. I mean, you can't go wrong. At number 6, I have This Is the End, starring a bunch of celebrities playing themselves. Jonah Hill's in it, James Franco's in it, Seth Rogen's in it, a bunch of other people. It's about the end of the world, obviously, from the title, and the trailer is so funny for this movie. I laughed so hard during this trailer, and it looks like one of the funniest new releases in a long time. And I love the fact that it's totally realistic. I mean, they're making fun of Seth Rogen being in the Green Hornet. Oh my god, it's so funny. I can't wait for this movie. And to be honest, when I first heard about it, I said, that has major potential, but that could be really bad. And it still could be bad, because there's a lot of action in the trailer, and I'm really hoping they don't focus on the action. I hate when comedies do that. Please just be funny, movie, please. You have so much potential. But it does look really good, and I'm looking forward to it immensely, and I cannot wait to be in the theater to see that. At number 5, I have Pacific Rim, directed by Guillermo del Toro. That's all you really got to say. I'm a big fan of del Toro. I mean, his movies are so visually awesome. And this looks really good. I'm actually a big fan of monster movies. I mean, like the Toho monster movies from Japan. I'm a big fan of giant monster movies, kaiju films. So, really looking forward to this. It's kind of like Power Rangers, meets Godzilla and stuff. I don't like Power Rangers. I love Godzilla. But anyways, this looks really good. The only thing I'm worried about is I hope they have a good story, because action cannot hold a movie together. You need a good story. But they have some really good actors in there, and I'm really looking forward to it. One thing about the trailer. What is GLaDOS doing in there? I don't get it. It is kind of awesome, though. At number 4, getting down to the wire, we have Elysium. Yes! Now, there's really not much from this movie yet, but this film just sounds incredible. Mostly because of the director. Neil Blomkamp, director of District 9. Yes, sirree. District 9 is one of my favorite science fiction films for the past, 20 years. I just love its gritty sci-fi, and I can't wait to see Elysium. Everything I've heard about this movie looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, it just has so much potential to be one of the... It's probably going to be the best sci-fi film of 2013. Can't wait to see it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Yeah! And number 3, I have another comedy supposedly about the end of the world, and that's really weird. I have The World's End, directed by Mr. Edgar Wright and starring Mr. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. How can you go wrong with that? I'm a big fan of these guys' works. I mean, Edgar Wright, I really like Shaun of the Dead. I love Hot Fuzz to death. And who doesn't like Scott Pilgrim? Seriously. And they're so amazing. I love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost as actors. They're two of my favorite comedic actors working today. This is going to be a great movie. I mean, nobody has seen anything from this movie yet, but everybody knows this is going to be a good movie. I mean, there's really no question. It's going to be freaking awesome. Alright, at number 2 I have Man of Steel. Yes, new Superman reboot by Zack Snyder. This movie just looks like it's going to be effing amazing. I mean, Superman Returns is a piece of crap. I like the first 2 Superman movies, then the third one I haven't seen, the fourth one I haven't seen, and Superman Returns, no. Not so much. This movie looks so awesome, and I hope they don't make it too realistic, but gritty enough and dark enough so it's not, Superman. Because I don't like Superman as a character, honestly, that much. I don't really know much about him. But this has potential to be awesome. I just love superhero movies in general. This looks like it's definitely going to be the best one of next year, and I can't wait. The effects look great. It just looks... Zack Snyder I usually prefer more as just a visual director, but I mean, I really like Watchmen and the remake of Dawn of the Dead, and so he can do stories, and I just can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be nerding out in the theater, and I'm not even a Superman nerd, but who knows? Maybe this movie might change me. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, and I'm pretty sure you probably could have guessed my number 1. What can I say? It's Star Trek Into Darkness. I know, big cliche. My parents are big fans of everything Star Trek, basically. I grew up on the original series, to be honest, and I really just enjoy the 60s camp value of that series. Never really got into Next Generation or any other film series. I do like the original 4 movies. Well, minus the first one, that's not very good. But anyways, I like Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, and The Voyage Home. And I love 2009 Star Trek. I remember seeing that in theaters with my dad, and that's one of my favorite memories from the theater. It was such a good movie, and I just remember, even back then, I knew this was something special. And now J.J. Abrams is back in the directing chair. The whole cast is back. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. What else can I say about it? The shot at the end of the trailer, right, up against the glass, if you've seen Wrath of Khan, that looks a little familiar. And if that is what I think it is, I will probably cry during this movie. I bet it's going to happen. I bet I'm going to be crying. Oh, it's definitely going to happen if they do that. Oh god, I'm such a nerd. Anyways, those are my top 10 most anticipated films of 2013. Please tell me what yours are in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a Merry New Year's. That's not what you say. You say Happy New Year's. Merry is for Christmas. I am an idiot. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.